A resume won't land you the job on its own, but it decides whether you even get an interview call or not. If you're applying for internships or jobs and not getting shortlisted, this video can completely change that. So in today's video, I'm going to explain everything you need to know about resumes. We'll cover how to make a resume step by step, how ATS works and how to check your ATS score, and the most common resume mistake you must avoid. So make sure you're watching the video till end. So welcome everyone. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I post the videos related to tech updates, job updates, internship updates and free courses. So if you are new here, do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to on the notification bell for latest updates. And do follow my social media handles for more updates. So without further delay, let's get started. So what is the key truth about resume? A resume won't land you the job on its own, but it opens a door to interviews. Your goal is to get shortlisted. After that, after your resume getting shortlisted, you can show your performance to them. You will get a chance to show what you are. So, resume is just like opening a door so that you can enter and you can perform well. So, what is this resume? This is one or two page summary of your profile. It shows skills, education, and experience. Recruiters spend only 6 to 10 seconds. So make sure you're making your resume effective. Next, resume formatting rules. So it should be one page for students and freshers. Actually, it can be one page for students and fresher, but if you have extra skills, many projects, it can be maximum 2 pages, but not more than that. And it should have simple layout, no images or graphics. And the font and font size. Use professional fonts like Times New Roman, Arial. Use these fonts because these are professional fonts. Don't use some other fonts and make it unprofessional. Then coming to font size, the name should be of a size 16 to 18, heading should be 13 to 14, and the content inside it should be 11 or 12. So I'll show you a sample resume and how you can prepare it, from which website you can prepare it. Everything I will explain in this video. So don't worry about it. So this is my resume. I'll show how to prepare a resume like this. So my resume has got shortlisted for Flipkart, Grid and many other companies. So I'll show how to make resume like this and what is the tool you can use for preparing your resume. I'll show how you can prepare a resume from your laptop and as well as from your phones. Now let's see how we can prepare the resume section by section and what are the mistakes we need to avoid. So first resume header. Resume header. So what is this resume header? Let me show you. So here in my resume you can see this part is called the resume header, where you need to write your full name, your phone number, your professional email ID, and your social media profiles like LinkedIn, GitHub, HackerRank, or any other coding platforms. If you are from technical role, if you done coding in any other platforms like Lead Code, CodeChef, then you can mention here. And you need to provide the links also. So see, you need to include full name, phone number, professional email, LinkedIn, GitHub, and avoid photos and full address. Don't. Next, career objective. It must be 2 to 3 lines only and it should be clear and role specific. For example, motivated student seeking an internship to apply technical skills. And this is completely optional, but if you keep it, it's not a big deal if you keep this heading. It's completely optional. And if you don't know how to write like this, you can just go to ChatGPT and tell like what is your role, like what you want to become, and for what role you are applying. So it will give you the career objective for it. So you can just easily copy and paste it. You can just copy and paste it here after the header part. Okay. So the next one is education section. It should be in chronological order. Means suppose if you are a BTech student. So first you should mention that you are pursuing BTech. After that your intermediate. After that 10th. So this is called chronological order. That is from higher order to lower order. So here is the example for it. You should mention your degree and in the year, like when you started and when it is going to end, and your college name, CGPA, After that, board of intermediate education, like from where you completed your intermediate and which stream you took, like MPC or BPC. Then, and the duration of the course, like from which year to which year. Then college name and the percentage. Then SSC, which school, what is the pass out year, and what is the percentage you got. So here, degree, college name, year, CGPA or percentage you can mention. And if you are a fresher or student, then you must write the education section at the beginning only, okay? And the experienced candidates can write the work experience at the beginning. For students, it is necessary to write the education first. For the student, it's good to write the education section first. Next, you can mention your skill section. In the skill section, you can mention technical skills, tools, soft skills. And make sure you're mentioning only the skills you know well. Don't fake the resume. If you really can answer a question or you really have that skill, then only mention that. Otherwise, you will be getting caught in the interview. Next, mention your work experience. Like if you have done any internship from any organization, you can mention them here. Like from which company you did the internship and what was the role in it, what you gained from the internship, and what is the duration of the internship, and location also you can mention. So this projects and internship section is the most important section, and you need to mention what you built, tools you used, and outcome. So here you can see the project name, what are the tools I used, and how it was helpful, and also the duration of the internship, and also the duration. And make sure you're adding like how much it is impacting. Like developed an advanced image encryption tool enhancing security by 90% through automated password generation. So in the same way, another project and the tools I used and when it was developed. So everything I have mentioned in brief. Make sure you're mentioning everything in a bullet points, not like paragraphs. So here you can mention technical skills like domains, programming languages you know, developer tools, operating system, or core technical foundation. You can mention by giving the side headings, or you can just mention like Python, HTML, CSS, and other things also you can mention by bullet points. Next, these are technical skills and skills like communication skills or any other skills if you have, you can mention here like this. So you can keep this skill section as it is here, or you can just keep above the work experience. Anything is okay, but this would be little impressive. And the next section is certifications and achievements. So here you can mention any valuable certificates you gained like from Google, Infosys, NPTEL or Coursera, Kaggle. Apart from this also you can mention, but if you done any courses from here like Google, Infosys, NPTEL, it will add more value. So already in my videos I'm explaining how to gain certificates from Google and many other companies like Infosys, Google, Cisco. So once check it out and do the certification so that you can mention in your resumes. So you can mention them in this section like certification achievements. You can keep the heading and mention like this. Or if you gained any trainings or anything, you can mention them. And also recently we have completed 5-day AI agent intensive 5-day workshop, that also you can mention it here. And NPTEL certification if any. Next you can mention languages known, and then responsibility like if you organized any event in your college or anywhere else, you can mention it here. Like if any leadership roles you have taken, you can mention in the responsibility section. Then you can write your name here. So now let's see where we can prepare the resume like this. So I'll basically show you three websites. So the first website which I will show is Great Learning. After that I will show Overleaf, and after that Resume Maker. So first here you need to create your profile. So give your email address, password. But if you are new, you can just continue with Google. So after logging in, you will see something like this. Don't worry, I will share this link in the description so you can go through that link. So after logging in, you'll get basic details like your details, personal informations like education details and all. So do fill that. And next you need to click start building resume. Click here. You can create a new resume. So let's create a new resume. Click on create a new resume. Click on next. So these are some of the templates, I would suggest you to choose the templates like this. Okay, this one is okay. Classic, choose classic. This is mostly recommended. Then click on next. Here you can give like what is your target domain. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. Suppose give like this. And experience level. You have 0 to 3 years. Then job description. Then click on submit. So here you will get like this. So here you can modify the sections. So instead of John, you can write your own name. You can give your email ID here. In the same way, you can give your phone number, your location, like short location like Vijayawada, or then your LinkedIn profile, then GitHub link. Okay. And here, if you click on this button, like settings button, you can, if you don't want location is not necessary. You can remove that. You can add any website if you have any lead code, portfolio. So you can add those. Next, professional summary. You can even change this. So here you can write like professional summary is nothing but your career objective, which I said. It is not necessary. It is optional. You can add, or if you don't add also, it's not a big deal. And if you don't want any section, you can just hide them. And the hidden sections will be visible here. So just I hided this professional summary. I'm enabling it now. Then personal experience. You can add your experience from here. Okay. In the similar way, you can add other sections also. So once go through this, and you can change the template. But I recommend keep the classic template only, and you can change the color. Mainly change this color to black. Black is recommended, but there is no black, so we'll click dark teal. So it will be similar to the black color. Okay. So as this video is becoming very long, I'm not going in detail for this. In the next video, if you want, I can explain each section briefly. I'll show you how to edit and all if you want. Next, you can download it. You can save, then you can download. So see, here you can see it. So as I not wrote anything, I'm getting it blank. If you fill the details, you'll get it here. Okay. So you can, if you want to change the color, you can convert this into Word and you can change the color in Word. Okay.